We are live. We are live. What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your man Corey Williams. Welcome to another Wednesday night with CONVO with CINO live. And I am not. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just square this up, man. You know. So what's up, y'all? It's October, mid-October, and it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the world. I hope y'all are safe and blessed. Everybody keep hitting me up. Okay. You know, and shout out to those people who know I do CONVO with CINO every single Wednesday at 7 o'clock and still call me. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them special people in my life. Y'all are real special to me. Let me see if we live. Let me check the stats here, make sure where we supposed to be in the building. So look, we ain't gonna be long tonight, y'all. We got a lot going on, and as you see, I am not by myself. I got a special guest tonight. Special guest, man. Some of y'all may or may not know him, but again, welcome to another episode or another Wednesday night with CONVO with CINO live. It's your man Corey Williams checking in, and again, looking forward to this guest. As y'all see, I had to throw a shirt on tonight. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw a shirt on for this guest. You know what I'm saying? And of course, my co-host Christina is in the building as well. So y'all might hear her blurting out, excited. I don't know, YouTube was tripping, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. Shout out to the parents, the single parents, the parents, the double parents that's raising kids, that's co-parenting, that's doing everything they got to do, man, to raise these kids, man, in this world, this time and day and age of today. Shout out to y'all, man. It ain't easy, but but when you have love in your heart, it makes it easy. You know what I'm saying? So as me being a new parent, going on my 50th. Hold on, wait a minute. Going on my 50th birthday, y'all. I'm gonna be 50 with a 5-year-old. That's right, 50 with a 5-year-old. And man, but it's the best thing that ever happened, man. Every time I look into that girl's eyes and see her, man, I just melt, man. So shout out again to the parents. Shout out to the Libras, man. Where the Libras at? Where them Libras at, man? Shout out to the Libras. So let me pin this post. So again, man, like, comment, share. I can see your comments live. We are live. So this is CONVO with CINO live. And we ain't gonna be too long tonight, y'all. Let me do what I do. Let me read this disclaimer. Let me put the disclaimer on. And we are streaming on YouTube, Facebook Live, and of course, what's that? LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn. So let me do this, man, because I'm solo tonight for a minute, but I'm gonna be bringing my guest on. The views and opinions expressed during CONVO with CINO live are those of the host, guests, and contributors, and do not necessarily affect the official policy or position of CONVO with CINO, its affiliates, or Program Enhancement Coordinator 22. Viewer discretion is advised. This show is intended for informational and conversational purposes only. Boom. So look, man, without any further delay, I want to bring on our guest for tonight. This brother, man, I've been working with him for a long time, for almost a year now. Well, actually, before that, we worked together. Shout out to the Rich Off Information 24/8 mentorship program. That's where we actually connected. And, and he was doing some things, helping out Dwight Looney. Shout out to Dwight. He'll be joining me out there in Jamaica, man, for the B-Day. But, so I met this brother, man, and he just been a solid brother. And a lot of times you don't meet solid dudes often, you know what I'm saying? But fortunately, I'm going to tell you, the last year or so, I've been running into a lot of solid men, a lot of solid brothers. And, I don't know, I guess it's all about attraction. You don't get what you want, you get what you attract. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. And so what you are, you attract that. So we have to become better. And that's what this brother is all about, is about empowerment, about putting people together, about collaborating, about not being selfish, and about not having an ego, because a lot of men, we can sometimes have egos and things like that, man. And so he's, connected with a lot of people. He's actually been, kind of mentored by Eric Thomas of ET, one of the, most powerful speakers and motivational speakers in the world, the hip hop preacher. So, but he, I asked him to join me a year ago. I had an idea to start this show, and he's, really played the background. But when you shine so bright, there's no way you can play the background, even though most of the times he's not even seen, but his impact, his voice, his knowledge, his wisdom, is just so powerful and impactful. And so people have been, seeking out this brother just because of his voice, and that's powerful. It's powerful. As kids, they say, it's better to be seen or seen, not heard, but this brother is that way. But, but he's the opposite. He's heard, but not seen. And so I'm trying to get him to be seen more. He out there laughing. I'm trying to get him to be seen more, and that's what he's been doing. He just was featured on, man. Shout out to On Code. They did a great interview, man. On Code podcast. They did a great interview, and he's actually going to be hosting this upcoming event. And so I don't want to belabor the hour, but I want to bring on this brother, my friend, my brother. Y'all know him as 22, but we're going to start introducing him tonight from now on as Clarence Underwood, one of the keynote speakers, man, for upcoming events. What's up, my brother?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's happening? 22, aka, well, no, Clarence Underwood, aka 22. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Man,
I was trying to be quiet over here.
Nah, I see you laughing, man. Welcome to CONVO with CINO, my brother.
Man, it's a pleasure to be here. It's always a pleasure to be here. I just don't be here like this, you know what I'm saying? But it's always a pleasure to be here with you, bro, man. How your week going, man?
Nah, this ain't about me, bro. It ain't about me tonight. This is about you tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna sit back in this passenger seat.
It's about you tonight, man. So welcome my guest, my co-host tonight, my special guest, man, Clarence Underwood. So, man, Clarence, you've been playing the background a little bit, but I know lately, you've been getting pulled out of the shadows, man. So tell the people a little bit about who Clarence Underwood is, and how. And I know On Code asked you how you get that name 22. But first of all, tell us about Clarence Underwood. Then you can tell us about 22.
Man, Clarence Underwood is, of course, he's from Gary, Indiana. He's from the east side of Gary, Indiana. I went to Emerson. For a lot of people that don't know, I went to Emerson School for the Visual Performing Arts. I played football for Roosevelt. I've been playing sports all my life. I've been in the music all my life and things of that nature. I've been in the speaking all my life. So I've been taught at a very early age by my mom and my father. My father, like a lot of the history and stuff that you hear, that come from my mom. You know what I'm saying? My father. A lot of technology and stuff like that, they come from my mother. But both of them let me know that there's a power in my voice and my fingers, just in my being. They always kept me with something in my hands.
Man. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, as most folks know that tune in to CONVO with CINO, man, you're very knowledgeable, man. Very on a lot of different things, man. And that's a rarity, because a lot of people, are just kind of one faceted. But I don't think there's been a topic or subject that we've covered that you haven't really laid down your expertise in, man. So what's your love for seeking knowledge come from? Where does that come from, man?
Hey, it's crazy because I was saying this on Old Code with Brother Chill Will. It literally comes from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, God gave me dominion over things, so I want to know about these gifts that I have. And the best way I'm going to know about these gifts that I have, and in learning myself, is by learning about what's going on around me. Learn what came before me. That's how I know what's here with me and what's coming after me. I just have to learn things because everything it is that I know, it keeps me away from thinking about what I can't do. Think about it just like math, a math problem, right? And we all have different levels of math. Start with what you know. And then when you start with what you know, and even in the breakdown of the parts that you have not been inclined to learn how to do these different operations yet, when you break stuff down, you still gonna be like, oh dang, that's in there with that. That means whatever's in there got to be multiplied. Whatever's in there got to be divided. And then you work on what you know. So I always wanted to make sure that I was in the know of what was going on.
Well, you definitely know, my brother. I'll be like, man, this brother is. I be tripping too. I'll be like there with the guests, like, okay, yeah, man, okay, that's what's happening, man. So, so straight out of Gary, man. How long where you in Indianapolis now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Indianapolis right now.
So, how long you been in Indianapolis?
I've been back in Indianapolis this time around, probably like a year, two, somewhere between a year or two.
Oh, just a year? Okay.
Yeah,
Where were you at before that?
I usually work on the road, man. So I've been in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Nashville, Memphis, Milwaukee, Branson, Missouri, out of some areas.
Okay. So traveling is. So are you planning now? You chilling now? How's the vibe in Nap, man? I see the things, and we've had a lot of guests from Indianapolis. So what's going on in Nap, man, and what's kind of keeping you there? Because I know you just got a little rooted now.
Man, the vibe, and especially down here in Indianapolis, the vibe is really what you make it, man. Because I know we all hear about the stuff that's going on in the news. They talk about a lot of the violence and stuff like that. See, but we also know just from CONVO with CINO, we hear about a lot of the good things that are going on in Indianapolis that you're not seeing on the news. It just so happened our event did make it to the news. But the vibe in Indianapolis is what you make it. What do you actually subscribe to? Because all that stuff that happens, I'm not saying that I'm excluded or I'm exempt from the negative things that happen. I'm just not in them environments. So I have a totally different Indianapolis than what other people have.
Gotcha. And so speaking of that, man, tell us about you're a keynote speaker, man. Shout out, man. I seen the fly. I'm like, look at my guy, man. That's what I'm talking about,
whole
man.
Team winning.
Yeah, whole team winning, man. So when did you connect with Eric Thomas, and tell us about that experience as far as being kind of mentored by him and how that went?
I connected with Eric Thomas. I would have to say it was around COVID was going on. 2021, 2022. COVID was going on when I connected with Eric Thomas. And the Eric Thomas mentorship, the program that I went through, bro, I spent about $10,000 on Eric Thomas. So, there was actually the program going on to get you certified with the coaching and things of that nature. But the main thing that I really paid for was the community of people, the like-minded people, the people that I knew that are serious like me about what I'm serious about. Because this is where I'm finding ways to get in different doors, how to build rooms, how to even be led into a door that I'm not standing next to. That's how that jumped off. I signed myself up for the program. I paid my money for the program, and then we went through the classes. It was the weekend. It was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was a three-day course of things of that nature. And we had the course live with Eric Thomas. And it's been history ever since then.
Yeah. So tell us about, let me pull this up. So tell us about this event, man, that you're going to be speaking at. Hold on. Give me one. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even pull it up. The fouling. Did I pull it up? I don't even have a flyer. Hold on.
It's okay. We can do it. Let me interject back in the co-host real quick. So we'll
Okay.
do this right here.
Oh,
So,
boom, boom, boom. There you go. There you
so
go. See that? Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, I couldn't do this thing without you, man.
let me jump back to being the guest. Take it from there.
All right, man. So tell us about this event that you're going to be the keynote speaker at, man.
Man, well, fouling with the foaling, pardon me, foaling
Because
with the
I
fellas.
know, and shout out to Keith Baker, man, because he plays them words, man. So tell us about folding with the
So yeah,
fellas.
man, most definitely shout out to Keith Baker Jr. Man, I appreciate Keith. I appreciate Keith for all the people that don't even know they need to appreciate Keith yet, because what's going on is actually something very, very major. So folding with the fellas, there's this place down here called the Folding Warehouse, and folding is basically you're bowling, but you're doing it with footballs. You're throwing footballs at the pins instead of rolling the bowling ball at it. But overall, it is a Keith has been creating these fun spaces to get into mental health, and I like his approach to it because he's the first person I've ever really seen or heard take a fun approach into mental health.
Yeah.
So this activity comes because there's been ice cream socials and things of that nature. This is probably I think about his third or fourth event with Men's to Health. But it's basically to get the group of men together to know that they have a community of men. It does not actually exclude women per se, even though they are all men events, all male events. But we're getting together as all men because there are certain things as a man that another man might not talk about that has interrupted his mental. Like, man, say for instance, you might have a man that he used to be the super big swole guy his whole life, and now it's actually messing with his brain that he's not anymore. But his
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem and his confidence won't really let him dive into why he's been depressed with a woman because he doesn't want her to feel a certain way about him.
Yeah.
So we're just creating a safe space for men to be in because we go through the same things and we're able to understand each other more.
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. So football and bowling mixed together.
Football and bowling, folding.
Because I'm trying to say, I was like, what is that? Fouling with the fellas? You know, Foley. So that's an event space out there, and it's something unique, man. And he was just on the news out there. I know he did a. So this should be a nice event, man. So you got your keynote together, man. You ready?
Man, hey
And
man,
tell us when is the event again?
it is Sunday, October 19th from 3 to 7.
Sunday, October 19th, man. I sure wish I could be there, man.
Man, I'm gonna be there, so you gonna be there, bro.
There you go. There you go. What that fly? What? Pull it up again, man. Look at that. Okay, I got. Okay, yeah, man. So, Mental Health hosts free foaling, foaling,
Folding.
foaling.
Think about football,
Football
bowling,
and
folding.
foaling. Right. Football and foaling. Gotcha. So tell us about your keynote, man. What's you ready? You got something in the works or what's?
Man, I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm just like on here. I'm always ready. I do have a particular keynote that I am gonna make sure I help get to the people. But when it comes to me and speaking, I prefer to give the people what it is they need and what they want.
Yeah,
So getting there, I'm gonna read the room, check some temperatures, and it might be something in that room that I need to speak on versus what I already have for a keynote.
yeah,
So, and me being like I was telling Chill Will when we were on code, shout out to on code. I've been trained in oration since I was in elementary school. So it's okay for me to read the room and I could pick up and I could freestyle. I can give a keynote just off a couple of notes that I have off a pad. You can give me a
yeah.
couple of bullet points and I can give you a keynote.
Well, you like the Jay-Z, man, of speaking, man. You just come off the head, man. And speaking of that, man, like just speaking, I know we were just on his a call from this past Monday, man. They were on EYL. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure, and Jeremy and Jeremy Anderson and
He was
Eric
on there
Thomas.
with the Trapper. He was on there with Wall Street Trapper.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy.
Now, when it on, ain't that who we was watching on one?
No, that was Earn Your Leisure.
I was on you. Okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
that was Market Mondays. Same, yeah, Market Mondays. Ian Dunlap, Rashad and Troy. Every Monday, Earn Your Leisure, man. So they were on talking about this, and I was like, man, they got me ready to jump into it, man. So shout out to them. I know you said you're going to attend this event as well, right?
Yeah, I most definitely,
Yeah.
I got to sharpen myself. I most definitely be in it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So shout out to Eric Thomas, man, and the whole crew. So yeah, man, I know you're surprised when I wanted you to be the guest tonight, the
Right.
guest, right?
Hey,
I made sure with that one.
didn't say nothing to me. I just had to look up and see a fly with my face on it.
Yeah. So what do you think the big push, man? Like, I mean, people are, how you feel that you kind of coming out of the shadows a little bit. I mean, people know you, but what I'm saying is just being more public now. I know you kind of step back. So are you ready to be kind of get back out there?
For whenever it's a call for me to be public, I'm always down for that. You know what I'm saying? But especially for this is the reason that I'm coming back to being out public in the public eye. This is what it's made for. So this the time. Everything has an appointed time. I didn't have to rush it, push it. I didn't have to trip it, trap it.
Yeah. And then the prayer call, tell us about that, man. How how that's been going, and what
Man,
that has been doing.
I think Mark Zuckerberg don't like that we've been praying, man. I think he don't like that because the prayer call, it started out of the blue. One of my homeboys, I saw he made a status because I've become the type of friend in life where I've learned that I can be a distraction. And it doesn't mean that I have to be a bad distraction. But say, for instance, I eat steak every day and you not trying to eat steak. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't eat steak, or you on a certain budget, but I eat steak every day. So now when you with me, you spending $100, $200 a day eating steak. I'm taking away from what you're doing. So when my friends or my associates or my loved ones, they're in their elevation, they're doing their big one, you know what I'm saying? As people say, I step back, I fall back. I'm the friend that's gonna be there when I see you coming down, so I can help you get back up. Saw one of my homeboys, he made a status, and I tapped in with him and let him know I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, bro, I got some prayer for you. Let's pray together and we'll see what's going on. And I also told him, hey, we can do this every day. And he was like, yeah, I need this every day. And then we just opened it up to people. We just opened it up to other people because as the stuff was going on, I told him, I said, man, things that you're going through with people, I said, the people that you have issues with, I say, today just call them and ask them, do they want to pray? Just call them and pray. When I said, and watch, mark my words, somebody going to call you out of the blue and tell you they need some prayer. And somebody called them and told them they need some prayer. And ever since then, we just been asking and posting it. Do anybody want to pray? So now we got this super big prayer group on Facebook. We just hosting the messenger. And we do it 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time, 9 o'clock at night, Eastern time. Anybody want to get in it, catch me on Facebook, Clarence Underwood, and I'll add you into the chat.
Gotcha. Last question. I know they asked this on code. 22. How did you get that name? What? Yeah, 22. How'd you get that name?
I'm from the East Side, Shotty. I'm from the East Side, Shotty, 22nd Avenue, 2200 Rhode Island. The color doors, 21st in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? The 21 and the 22. That's where I come from. Yeah, Shotty.
Okay. Hold on. What the? Oh, that was a bounce. Wait, what
was a bounce.
What my sounds go?
Oh, that's a thing.
All right, okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Let me get my bombs right. There we go. So 22, man, 22. So you just kind of stuck with that.
Yeah, man, because that's really so. Even though I'm 22 or 2200, man, my whole family actually go by 2200s. Okay. And it's crazy. I was the person that stood out with it, but my whole family we go by 2200s. That's what we call ourselves. We 2200s or we 22s. Man, yeah,
Jay-Z
yeah,
got a song. Jay-Z got a song, 22,
22 too.
yeah, 22, 2. That was dope too. He dropped, yeah. That
Yeah,
was dope, man. That was dope. So yeah, man. Well, hey, man, I'm proud of you, man. You my man. So whatever we could do to, whatever, I got your back. So
I
whatever,
know you got my back.
you know what I'm saying? We rocking, man. You rocking, I'm rolling, man. So
Let's get it. We
shout
with it.
out to 22 and just making moves, man. Shout out to On Code. Shout out to Folan with the fellas. Shout out to CONVO CINO live each and every Wednesday. And people don't know, even you help me out with the episodes too. So, you just do a lot, man. The graphics, you do, what all do you do, man? Tell the people what all you do, man.
Man, the only thing I don't do is lose. And when I say only thing I don't do is lose, that does not mean that I go through every situation and get my outcome. Losing is a path to winning. I'm not gonna sit back and lose and give up. That's a loss to me. When it don't go your way and you
Yeah.
give up, see, I don't lose. Like what
Yeah.
T-Pain say, all I do is win, 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 no
All
matter
just
what.
win.
That's
Yeah.
real life. All I do is win, no matter what.
Yeah. I got this saying, I got this mantra that I live by, and I'm glad you said that because I always say that too. I don't lose. I can't lose, right? And when I say this came to me, it was like an epiphany, because it was like one day I was noticing that I never lose anything. Like like you could misplace something, and every time I never lose anything. And the Holy Spirit told me, you know why you don't lose anything? Because you can't lose.
You can't lose.
Duh. So it was like, I can't lose. I'm always winning. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Your gifts are making room for you. So when you thought you lost that car, you got a better car. What did Jay-Z say? They said they made Hove. Okay, make another Hove. You thought you
Yeah.
lost that car, you actually made room for another car. You thought you
Yeah.
lost that job, you made room for another job.
Yeah.
Everything you think that you lost was a preparation and making room for the upgrade.
Come on. Come on. So y'all looking at two winners, two brothers that can't lose, man. So tap in, share, like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. Tap
Whole
in,
team winning.
man. Whole team winning, man.
Hey,
Shout
that's
out,
me crazy though, because
shout out
our whole
to
team is
yeah,
winning.
yeah. Shout out to Winfred Owens, man. He out there in Nicaragua, coming back, man, with some of the finest 100% Nicaraguan, cigars on the planet.
And he
He
doing the
bringing
coffee
coffee back.
now.
He bringing coffee back, man. And man, I had to tell him, man, don't put none of them Nicaraguans in your bag and come back with that. Don't sneak no Nicaraguans in, man. Stop.
Yeah, man, that's great. Whole team winning.
Yeah,
Me,
man.
we got Keith, we got Looney, we got Winfrey, we got On Code. Everybody, everybody that's in tune with us, whole team is winning.
Man, Simply. Shout out Simply, man. Yeah.
Whole team is so. Hey, look, and what's crazy about it is, bro, we
Man,
all collaborate with
down
each
there,
other.
hey, my man won the election, man. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Our whole team winning.
Whole team winning.
Chef winning. Everybody winning, and everybody is winning in a separate capacity. So imagine when we able to take all these different elements that we got and put them all at one table. When everybody come to the table winning already.
Man, that's gonna be the CONVO CINO conference, man.
Conference is coming.
Create innovative new opportunities conference, man.
It's coming.
It's coming, man. Stay tuned, man.
You want to sit at a table with people that can feed you? This is the table right here. Whole team winning. You want to win? I guarantee you, like for real. Okay, all jokes aside. But if you want to win, all you gotta do is link up with somebody in our team because they're gonna point you in the right direction. If they can't help you in the area of what you're trying to do, they have something in their hand that they can teach you that can help put yourself in place. So you can get to what you're trying to do. Our whole team, bro. There is nobody on our team that I know that does not have a mentor.
Yeah. Powerful. Powerful. Whew. All right, man. Well, We can wrap it up now.
We can't do that shit.
We about to hit these this week's trending topics. And so yeah, man. So let's get into it.
Topics. This one of our topics, which it's not a main topic, it's a sidebar topic. We're gonna hit this first though. Cause when I saw this, I was like, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna have to tap into this. Cause I do love Mobb Deep, man. I love Mobb Deep. You know,
hey, man, it's dope, man. It's dope, bro.
Just kind of got washed away in the modern rap and stuff like that, bro. But this right here,
well, that's only because Havoc, but Prodigy died. Honestly, he was finna come. They was finna come with it. They was finna come with it.
Hey, so you notice it's a lot of rappers and groups from that era that they dropping music now.
Man, it's it's like a rebirth, man, a renaissance, a rebirth of hip hop right now. I think. I mean, it's gotta be done, man, because it's still people in our age, man, that's looking that don't want to hear the little whoever's, the little, you know what I'm saying, the drill, the all that. I don't want to hear that. So we still listening to the old stuff because the new stuff ain't clicking. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to those that have just had longevity, man. And a matter of fact, man, shout out to Coach V, man. I was talking to her today, and she said that they made a mural of Freddie Gibbs. Huh? Yeah, Coach V winning, man.
Oh, but that mural, I did see that mural.
Yeah, they got a mural of Freddie Gibbs, man. So shout out to Freddie, man, because no matter what you say about him, the man been he longevity. I mean, he got it. He got it. Still relevant, still selling, and in his own lane, got his own, what they call it, niche crowd that people that like his music all over the world.
That je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, that too. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to real hip hop. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that mural. It's in, I think it's in like an IU museum.
I think it's in Indiana University, man. I haven't seen it yet, but Coach V was telling me about it today.
I know he's on there. Michael Jackson's on it. Dana Evans is in it. They have a plethora of people that are from Gary that did their major thing, man. Yeah, that's
yeah. And then shout out to Gary, man. I rode through there. I've been, my mom still lives there. I'm not far. I'm about an hour away, but the whole vibe, man, is just different, man. It's people are really getting that pride back, man. So shout out to Gary, Indiana, Eddie Milton. He's doing a great job. Whatever he tearing down buildings. I mean, you got sometimes you got to what they say rebuild, destroy to rebuild. Yeah. So that's what he's doing, man. So shout out to the G.
Hey man, speaking on this music, I want to do this right here for a second, man. And this also goes with men's mental health, man. Because within men's mental health, a lot of men are scared to look at their physical health. Singing legend D'Angelo passed away at age 51 of pancreatic cancer. Man, this is one of it's so crazy because I remember at one point in time there was no competition of who was the best male singer when D'Angelo was out. Like I just hands down he was the best. In his era,
he had that. He was known as he birthed the whole what was that? What was it called? The neo soul. Yeah, he birthed that movement, man. So, and that's just sad, man. Him and Angie Stone passed, this year. And it touched me because. I'm about to be 50. This dude was 51.
51.
And I'm like, man, so it just makes me as a man, hitting that milestone to just understand how blessed I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, yeah, man, it's just, that hit me. Like 51? Right. I thought he was older than that, honestly, though.
But you in that, and I can look and see it. Other people can look and see it. You're in that new era of 50 people because the people that's 50 now, they don't look like they 50. bro, you don't look like you're 50. You don't look like you're 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, you blessed to get there, and you blessed to be a part of this. Because bro, you know, at one point in time, 50-year-old man, when you saw him out in public, you knew he was 50.
yeah, he looked 50. Yeah, yeah. You know, what Mike Epps say, an old man with a van, shaking his cheese, old man with a van.
Cane go in the cane.
Yeah, yeah, smoking a black and mild with a black. Yeah, man. So,
But yeah,
yeah, man. But yeah, rest in peace, R.I.P. man to singer, birth the king of neo soul, my
yes,
man D'Angelo, man. Y'all make sure y'all play some of that music, man. D'Angelo.
yeah. Run this music up for us in state, man. Run it up
Yeah,
for us in
yeah,
state,
yeah. What
man.
we got?
We also have because we've been going back and forth on this too. An appeal court. Actually, it's so crazy because the judge that rejected this is a judge that Trump put in play. Appeal court rejects Trump request to deploy National Guard in Chicago. And it's not only just Chicago, it's Chicago. They just got an extension for 14 days, but it is also, I also believe that who else is it? Give me a couple seconds because I know like
Was
California,
it Memphis?
Oregon, and the
Memphis?
city of Portland are also awaiting a decision from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on the border dispute. So there is a legal battle going on about him and this National Guard coming in. And, you know, a lot of people are fighting it politically. Hey, man, the ICE been in East Chicago and been in Hammond. They was even seen mounting up at home in Gary. Like, this crazy.
It's like we got war. I mean, but my thing is, we hear about the people that's not for it, but what about the people that's for it? I want to hear somebody that's actually living probably some of these neighborhoods and maybe not just ICE but the National Guard and things like that. I want to hear from some regular people, man, on what they have that's experienced crime, that's experiencing living in these conditions, man.
Man, they don't know no better. Bro, we went through the National Guard in Gary already. We went through this already. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but we was kids, man. We
still,
was kids.
but still,
We weren't adults, civilized adults. We didn't know what was going on.
But we still with. I was old enough to be cognizant of why they was there and that they.
Oh, I know why they was there, but we was the problem. We was the problem. Why they was there?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Right, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, we didn't want them there. But what about so we are on the other side of the tracks now. You see what I'm saying?
But even on the other side of the tracks, I still don't agree with it because even with you being on the other side of the tracks and the lesser of the two evils, do I find a way to get out here with my neighbors and find some common unity to clean up my community?
Now now you ain't nobody finna do that.
Hey, look, right. Lesser of the two evils. Or do I just give up my rights? Because that's what you're basically doing when you're agreeing to and want these people here. You're starting to nullify certain rights of yours. Because say for instance, boom, National Guard get in the city and stuff still a little rough or something like that, or they decide that it's so bad in the city that they send in the National Guard, and because it's so bad, we send in the National Guard, and the people want us to send them. One of the things we doing, it's a citywide curfew. Oh, you can't do this no more. Oh, you can't do that no more. Because please believe that's what's about to come.
There has to be. It's gotta be some order, because whatever they're doing, it's not working.
Right. And you want to know what they really been doing? You want to know what they really been doing?
All these years, all these crimes, all these murders has been committed. What do we do then? If it's not the National Guard, what do we do? Besides forming a coalition and all that, what does the mayor, the governor, the senator, the president do?
We have to have real rehabilitation. We have to have real resources. It's crazy because one of the topics that I was going to use for this week, but after I got through researching it, it happened back in 2014. So there's this guy, and he was supposed to get locked up in like 1990 something, or early 2000 or something of that nature, something like that, for a robbery and stuff like that. So there was some type of clerical error where he did not get locked up. They found the guy 10, 20 some years later like that. Now he done bought a house. He got a wife. He got a family. He doing all the right things. And once they realized that he wasn't locked up because it was time to let him out. So they were searching for him in the system and he wasn't in there. He served a year in prison. But the thing that made him only serve that year instead of 10 years, because the prosecuting attorney on the case was like, man, I see he's clearly been rehabilitated. He was rehabilitated better than those people that actually went into a penal system. There's no rehabilitation there. All you're doing is making better criminals. And then they coming out and it's glorified. Look at TikTok and stuff like that. Hey, I'm locked up, but I'm living like I'm in the free world.
What do they do?
That's what I'm telling you. There has to be some real focus instead of just putting people in a box. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything to what the root of the problem. You can't even really find out what the root of the problem is. I bet you if we go through most of these court cases and we look at transcripts, I bet you just about any amount of money that you want to. It's probably less than 1% that the judge actually sat down and the prosecutor sat down with them and tried to figure out what is the root of your problem. At what age did you start feeling like this? What steps were taken to help you? That didn't happen. So all you did was put a Band-Aid on the gunshot wound. Didn't nothing work. And that's where our real problem really is. We're not rehabilitating. Rehabilitation is just a dollar sign for the government.
Yeah, well, we talking about people on the streets. I mean, I hear that rehabilitation, but the people, the crime is happening on the streets. So what does the governor, the mayor, what do they do? What do they put in place if a call to action right now to stop crime?
Call of action right now to stop crime. You're not going to stop crime.
To reduce crime.
You have to actually have something for the people to have. That's the problem. We don't have, when I say we don't have anything, I'm not talking about just no money or anything like that. We don't actually have things that are accessible to help us with our mind states. That's not accessible. For a majority of the people that are going through something, everybody has suffered some type of PTSD. Majority of these people out here committing these crimes don't have insurance. They don't have no access to those psychiatrists. They don't have no access to a life coach. They don't have access to these things.
So what? So what's the? Give them write a bill. Give them more money. Give them more access.
It don't even have to be more money. So okay. So for instance, I know some people that work at it's down here. It's called the Excel Center, and it's like adult education. Don't none of them children pay to go to school? They grown. Don't none of them pay to go to school? See, and the Excel Center is put on by Goodwill, and a lot of them children that go to that school, I'm quite sure they will be in jail or whatever it is. But they have an opportunity to go back to school, get the credits they need. They get the opportunity to get their GEDs. And not only do they do this, the Excel Center helps them buy groceries for their house, helps get them cars, helps to get them in housing, helps them buy things for their children if they have children. It's a real resource, and people are actually able to actually focus on elevating themselves. Not just somebody telling them, hey, you need something better. So it's things out there that have to be implemented in a collective, but it can't just be, oh, well, go sit down in this box for 5 years and we see if you're different. Because that's what breeds more criminals.
All right. Well, man, there we have it, man. We're gonna monitor the situation with the National Guard, ICE, and Trump, man. Trump just, Trump off the chain, man. That's all I can say, man. He off the chain.
He off the chain. Hey, but we gonna end on this high note, man. Whoever watching, I don't know if you've been looking at Facebook comments or not, but I need comments here. We need comments, even if you don't finish with the comments tonight, because we gonna talk about this next week. Who you got? What Bernie Mac say? Who you with?
Who you with?
Who you with?
Who you with?
Who you with? Who you
man,
with?
I gotta read some of these comments, man. I posted this and shout out to I got some comments, man. Let me
Yeah, I'm going to go look too, man. But
So
who
we
you
got
before
so
you read the comments? Who
shout
you
out.
with?
I'm giving shout outs to everybody that left a comment, man. My girl Nikki Henderson says no limit. My man Tristan Pleasant said no limit. Tanisha Lane, no limit. Tamara Montgomery, no limit soldier. Kenya Irvin Delaney said cash money. My man Derek Powell, these are my Ford people. Shout out to Ford. Derek Powell said no limit. Robert Gardner, no limit. Na. Clarence Underwood, I'll let you say your own what you said.
I said we know who it is for the 99s and the 2000s.
Yeah. My girl Tammy said no limit all day. Tammy said, baby, I'm the buzz in the weed and the bubbles in the bed. Man right here.
The
Shout out my
man right
girl.
here.
Yeah, you want to read some?
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, look, I was listening to the son earlier. Go ahead.
Hey, Michelle Montgomery said, I like the ice cream. He said, I like ice cream all year round. See, the ice cream man.
Right, the
Okay.
ice cream man.
Chastity Ellis said, no limit. Bernard Patterson, he said, cash money. My man Al Williams, shout out to Al. He got a podcast too, man. That's my man. I got to get him on. He said cash money. Regina English said cash money. Said no limit. Gerald Williams Sr. said no limit. Jamal Johnson said, I'm about it.
I'm about it. Oh, I represent. What is it? Hey, but this right here.
So no limit, according to the CONVO with CINO poll, no limit won already, bruh.
Hey,
and shout out to my man D from work, man. Derek Manson, man. We be going at it, man. But he going with no limit too. So his thing was if Mystical ain't there and if Wheezy don't show,
right.
It's gonna be. So it's just a matter of who shows really, like who gonna pop out the bag.
But outside of who show, man, this really is a toss up. Because when No Limit first came out, we all know that Cash Money was chasing behind No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, No Limit had it in the lock in the chokehold.
Yeah, they had it.
Once Cash Money hit, No Limit who? I'm just being real. Once Cash
Cash Money brought. I think Cash Money brought more of. They were more like gutter, like more raw. Peter was raw, but they had kind of got commercialized a little bit. Yeah. To me, they had got commercialized a little bit, and then Cash Money came. It was almost like the 50 Cent and Ja Rule. It was like Ja Rule was running it, but then when 50 came, it was like who is Ja? Like you just said, like who is No Limit.
So man, it's a talk because both of them had their era, man. Both of them had their era. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say these people ain't even got nothing to do with the conversation, but these are the only two. I'm gonna put them in their own lane with No Limit, Cash Money, and Rockefeller. To me, they're the only labels as a collective.
But they had Death Row?
But Death Row was Death Row. Death Row, they was bullies, man. You know what I'm saying? They was
okay. So if you go and label the label, who would you put Death Row against?
I wouldn't put Death Row. I wouldn't put Death Row against nobody. I wouldn't because me.
Come on, man, pick somebody. You got the obvious choice would be Bad Boy.
Nah, man, that's not even that's what I'm saying. When it comes to me and Death Row, when I say
Bad Boy would be the only competition that isn't bro, because Death Row had too many artists.
But that's what I'm saying. See, when it come to Death Row, yeah, you had Warren G, Nate Dogg, you know what I'm saying? You had all those other people, but the bangers from Death Row was really just Pac and Snoop versus. When you do get to Bad Boy,
you got the Dog Pound. You got
your main artist from them.
Well, Diddy was only Mace, and Biggie in the box.
You had Biggie, Mace. You had he had a slew of artists, Everybody
We
else.
had that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that
I
Bad Boy.
think Bad Boy would be the only competition for if they went label to label. I think Bad Boy. Who else could go with him?
I'm biased too. I don't see nobody going with Pac. What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying. But who else could get right up there with him?
Nobody.
Because Diddy had with Black Rob, he had the family, he had the whole compilation. But so did Death Row.
He had Twista.
Who? Well, he came on later.
On that compilation. What was No Way Out? He had Twista on that.
He had Twista. Yeah.
Twista on that.
I think it would be Bad Boy and Death Row.
Hey man,
I can't even say Rockefeller. I can't even say Rockefeller because they just didn't have. Jay-Z was really the only main artist out of Rockefeller.
What?
Jay, Meth, and Beans.
Man,
that was the only main dudes.
You said Jay. You had Jay. You had Meth Bleak.
I just said that.
Hey, look, you had Beans. You had.
I just said them three.
You had Oskino and Sparks. You had MOP. You had Dipset. What you mean? You had Kanye West. What you mean? What are you talking about? What? Them boys had a squad. You had. Like, they had a squad.
All right, you got me. Okay, you really, but the top two, would be Jay and Kanye.
At a certain point, yeah. But before it was Jay and Ye, it was Jay and
Beans. It was Beans.
I mean, Jay and Beans. It was Jay and Beans, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, we'll get stuck on this topic all night. Man. I really appreciate being on here because this man maybe not be behind my logo tonight. It's okay though.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tapping in to another Wednesday with CONVO with CINO Live. It's your man, Corey Williams. We got the Program Enhanced Coordinator 22, which was my special guest tonight, Clarence Underwood, keynote speaker. Promote that event one more time, Clarence.
Hey, look, before you skip out on me, before you skip over, I'm going to promote my event, but you my brother. Let me promote you too.
Hey.
In honor of Corey S. Williams' 50th birthday, it's the 50 for 50 birthday special. $50 one-round credit suite, October 21st, 31st only. CINO Solutions, $50 one-round credit suite. You only got until October 31st, the 21st to the 31st. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
And we'll get the event back up there for you, man. The Folding with the Fellas. Sunday, October 19th. At the Folding Warehouse in Indianapolis from 3 to 7. Free event. All you got to do, you can register on the Eventbrite. It's on my page. It's on bro page. We'll post it again just to make sure you got it. It's a free event. All you got to do is register, and you're going to be in good hands.
And, of course, the keynote speaker for that event is the one and only 22, Clarence Underwood, my brother, my co-host on CONVO with CINO Live each and every week, man. So y'all tap in, man, to that event.
Hey, right, because CINO, we know you're a good speaker too, so we're going to let one of these little cats out the bag and let them know me and CINO got some speaking classes coming up if y'all want to get in.
That's right. Stay tuned, man. Keep it locked. Right here on CONVO, CINO. Yes, sir. All right, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Matter of fact, next week I'll be broadcasting live from Jamaica, man. So yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We'll be on that, and we'll have that sunset for real in the back next week, man.
When you get to Jamaica, I want to see if that little trend that's going viral where people can jump through the screen and be somewhere. I want to see if it works.
Okay, all right. Let me. You had to let me know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna try while we live. I'm gonna try and jump through on your side.
Okay, man, for sure, man. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. Thanks for tapping in.
Yes, sir. Peace.